Now, people, we have a topic tonight that we're going to get into. And we are no stranger to these topics, these kind of topics. All right? To the Unstoppable Live show. As sad as these topics are, a lot of people go through these things, went through these things, and a lot of kids, sadly, still facing these things. And that is why this platform definitely have to highlight these things happening in the world. All right? And tonight's guest is here to share a scenario that she can recall very clearly happened to her, all right, when she was a child. And as you can see from the topic, let's take a look at it. It says, my stepdad pleasured himself beside me when I was only 6. My stepdad pleasured himself beside me when I was only 6. Now, we don't have to spell it out to know what it's all about tonight, right? We don't have to spell it out to know because we don't totally understand. So I'm not going to do too much long talking. I'm going to invite the guest to tonight's show, and we're going to hear what she has to say tonight. But before I do so, I must remind you the rules of this platform. We do not allow disrespect. We not allow discrimination. We not allow no form of name calling. We not allow judgment over you. So if you feel like you want to judge somebody, or you want to disrespect somebody, or you want to call somebody outside of them name, wrong platform. If you choose to call anybody here dunce, fool, jackass, yamed, idiot, anything like that, just know that you will be blocked without giving a second chance. All right? And my moderators always on point. All right. So with that said and out of the way, let's invite tonight's guest to the show. But before me even invite the guest, I'm asking everybody right now to click the like button and get the likes up. Remember how YouTube algorithm works. The more interaction, meaning the more likes you give the show, meaning the more comments you give the show, YouTube then propels the show in front of more people. You understand? That is how the algorithm works. So right now we have over 100 people. So I want to just click off the like button because the like button don't really look too good right now. So I want to just click off the like button so that we can get on into the topic. The caller is here. Tonight's guest is here and she is ready to get into it to, open some people's eyes, especially parents. You understand? It's full-time parents right now open them eye and understand that these things can be happening to your child. All right? So click the like button and also share out the show. All right? Share it to Facebook, share it to every group you can share it to. Share it to a WhatsApp contact and tell them, come on over and listen to this story tonight. Carla, good night again. How are you?
Hi, good evening, Unstoppable.
Are you having a great night tonight? I know you it kind of late for you.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, wonderful. I want to first thank you and also commend you to be willing to share this tonight with us because, it's not an easy story for you to get into, right?
No.
I know it's one that would get anyone emotional, especially when they have to talk about it. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to give you the platform so that you can share with us your situation and where I will only butt in where I feel the need to ask a question, okay?
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so I start from the beginning. My mum met and got married to a man who I later called my stepfather when I was about 4. Um, I have vivid remembrance of him, coming around to visit my mum, and I liked him. It had just been me and my mum, all this while because my own father, he left my mum when I was just a baby. So, well, before I was even born. So, it was just me and her. Um, anyway, my mum used to do a lot of shift work, night shifts, day shifts, different types of jobs, and she started off working in factories, and then she got a job in a hospital where she worked as an auxiliary nurse. um I remember one Sunday afternoon.
All right, sorry to stop you,
um
but I can hear that you're a little bit nervous, which is understandable. But just know that you have no need to be nervous. Just think of it. You're speaking with your family who loves you, and you have no reason to be nervous or fearful. All right.
Okay.
So just take a breath and just continue and just relax and talk to us. Nobody here is going to judge you.
Okay.
All right. Go right ahead.
So, I remember one Sunday afternoon, it, me and my mum had gone to church, come back. My mum usually after, because her last shift of the week was like on a Sunday morning. So she'd like, as soon as she come back from church, she'd just want to, have a little something to eat, and she'd go to sleep, and then she'd want to go to evening service in the evening. So it was just me and my stepdad, and I sat on his lap, and we were in my bedroom. My mum was asleep in her bedroom, and we were in my bedroom. And there was like a chair. I had a chair in my room, and I sat on his lap, and we were just like, I can't remember whether we were watching television or what was happening, but he kissed me on the mouth, and it was, I knew it was, I kind of felt that it was inappropriate, because it wasn't like, it wasn't just, it just didn't feel normal. And then basically, things kind of started to happen more regularly. My mum would be at work. Sometime, how I remember it was like, as soon as she like before she got married, I used to stay at her friend's house with her friends' kids a lot. But then when she got married, I'd be at home a lot when she was gone to work with my stepdad. And as a child, I was always scared of the dark and scared of sleeping by myself. So even when my mum wasn't at work, when my mum was at home, I remember sleeping in the bed with my mum next to my mum, because I was scared. Um, because otherwise I'd have to sleep with the light on. Anyway, my mum would go to work, and she would say, "You can stay in my bed if you get scared." Okay, so it started off like one night I went into the bedroom to go to sleep, because I was really overtired, but I was still like kind of anxious of the dark and scared. Um anyway, was in the bedroom and in the bed with my stepfather, and I could feel like um like his hand moved towards my hand, towards his private parts. And then I remember the bed just went wet, and I thought, oh, he'd wet himself, because I was like just a child, so I didn't know, you know about men ejaculating. So that's what I thought had happened. um anyway, I was disturbed by it, and it seemed like for quite some time I didn't say anything to anybody, because one part of me was thinking, maybe this is normal, maybe this is, just what happens. um it started to affect me a lot at school, because I remember at nursery school, when I was like, I don't know, but although I say that this happened when I was 6 years old, I think that things happened before then, because like I remember being at nursery school, and I just like remember how I couldn't seem to just like fit in. I just like, sometimes I'd be just quiet, just wouldn't want to play with anyone. And then there were other times when children would want to play with me, and I would be quite, not aggressive, but a bit spiteful, and push them away. Um anyway, um going back to what was happening, it was happening quite regularly. um the inappropriate kissing, um and my stepfather, pleasuring himself in the bed next to me. um and I was so scared. I was scared that if I told my mum, she wouldn't believe me, or I was scared if I told someone. I don't know, I was just scared. Um, as time went on, I got to an age where I think I must have been about maybe 7 or 8, and I kind of I just it couldn't I couldn't get it off my mind. I thought, no, this is not right. This is just not right. I need to say something. So the first person I told was my mum, and she said, "Are you sure? You sure you that's what happened? You sure it's not you just you thinking that, you know, you're sure?" She was like really like couldn't believe that what I was saying was true. So I said, "Yes, mum, I'm sure." So I remember her confronting him in front of me, and he denied it. He said it didn't happen, and nothing was said about it after that. Nothing at all. Um, I just remember, um, as I was getting older, um, I just kind of like felt like, you know, I just kind of like almost felt like a freak because it was still continuing, even though I'd been to my mum about it. I thought, it's gonna stop now. And I was even thinking, she'll tell him to leave and everything will be all right. But that didn't happen. Anyway, it continued to happen over a number of years. It stopped probably when I was about age maybe 9 or 10. I remember one instance where I come out of the bathroom with just a towel around me, and my mum said, "Where God, you want me husband, you want me man or something?" And I thought, when I look back at it now as an adult, and I remember going over it to her as an adult later on, I thought, like, why would she say that? Um, but I realized as I was getting older, it was affecting me more and more. It was affecting me to the point where I was getting into trouble at school a lot. My mum was always having to come up to the school about my behavior. Um, just doing things like out of the way, like I'd steal money from my mum's purse, go to school and, play fruit machines at secondary school and get into trouble with boys and things like that. And there was this one incident that I remember very, very clearly. Um, I was maybe about 13 or 14, and my stepfather went to like step to me in a kind of way which I just didn't feel comfortable. I was upstairs in my room ironing out clothes to go to school for the next day, and he accused me that I was gonna go out. Um and I remember getting such a beating with the belt. Um I've tried to run away from him, shut the bathroom door. I ran up the stairs and into the bathroom, and he caught up with me and he beat me really bad. I had whelps all over my legs. The next day, I said to mum when she came back from work, Look, look what my stepdad's done." He'd already gone to work, and yeah, and yeah, I was just like, I was really upset at this point. Um, my mum was really, really angry with him. She said, "Why you beat my picnic for? Why did you do that? She was just getting her clothes sorted. You can see the clothes ironed on the thing. So his clothes she's ironing for school. Why did you beat her?" Um, I realized that my stepfather was starting to build up a hatred for me, and like he would like say things to my mum that I did, like I was going out, or tell her that I'd given trouble when I didn't. And it's almost as though my presence in the household was like not welcome. But my mum loved me and she idolized me so much because I was an only child, so she like really invested everything into me as far as love and everything else was concerned. Um, anyway, as I got older, you know, um, I began having boyfriends at quite a young age, actually. Probably maybe 13 was when I first had my first like sexual encounter. Um, but I was just like, I don't know, I was just like, my head was all over the place because like it's like I was living like a nightmare basically, because like, as I said, I was expecting that when I told my mum previously about what the things that had happened to me, she would, make it go away. And I remember remember I said that I used to go and stay with her friends at time with one of her friends at times when my mum was gone to work. And I remember telling um the girls what was happening, and they said, I have to tell auntie. So I said, yeah. So we told my auntie, and my auntie told my mum, and my mum was like, she just like disbelief. She said, Min, I can't believe that you're telling me this. I can't believe you're telling me this. Um, anyway, um, as I was saying, like, this is hard.
It is fine. You could take a break if you wish to. It's we. I totally
No, no, no,
understand.
no, it's fine. So yeah, as I was saying, so yeah, um, it stopped. The abuse stopped, or it went on from like, I think, as I said, I believe that it started before I was 6. It's just that my memories, of quite kind of like quite vivid
Hmm.
about before I was 6. I remember from 6 going on, but I don't remember very much before that. So as I was saying, um I started getting into um being going with boys and things like that. And at 9, I think I was about maybe 18. I just like I just had enough of being, in the house. I remember when I was probably about 14 or 15, I ran away from home. This one night, I just ran away from home. I had an argument with my stepdad. My mum had gone to work. Like I said, she worked night shifts, and yeah, she went to work, and we had a heated argument, and I just packed a bag and just left. And I remember going to, like, every country has a ghetto area. In every city there's an area which is like quite rough, prostitution, drugs, that kind of thing. Anyway, I ran away, and I went to this, like, what you'd call like maybe like a squat. People, was a unoccupied house, but prostitutes used to frequent there. And this prostitute woman, she let me stay um in this house overnight. I remember thinking the next morning, God, just say that, a man had come in on me. But God, it seemed as though God was watching over me a lot, because that wasn't the first time I was going to run away. I ran away again. But this time I got on a train and went to a different city. I've just had enough of my stepdad, or the way because I was conscious of the fact that what he'd been doing to me over time was impacting on my behavior at school. It was impacting on my mental health. It was just making me feel like just like as I said, I just sometimes I felt like I was just different to everyone else because of what was going on. And I was blaming myself in one respect, because I should have like stopped it. I should have, I thought this must be my fault, type of thing. Anyway, I ran away, and I the police for I came across the police walking along, and they said, "Where are you going? Do you know where you're going? And you know what are you doing out here this time of the night?" And I explained to them. So because of my age, they took me into the care of the social services, which is, where they, children go if there's problems. Anyway, the next day I remember my mum coming to collect me with my godmother, and I said I didn't want to go home. Um, and I'd even told the social services people about what had happened. And I mean, if it was nowadays, it, they wouldn't have never let me go home. But there was a time where things like this were not really, um it's not to say it wasn't frowned upon, but it's like it wasn't really recognized as being what it is now. It's very much frowned upon now, to the point that, anyone caught perpetrating that kind of behavior towards a child, it's instant arrest and conviction and whatever else. Anyway, as I was saying, um, uh, I got to about 18. I didn't want to be at home anymore, because I kind of just felt like my presence in the household was just like, if my at every given opportunity, my stepdad would um, be cussing after me, shouting at me, trying to get me into trouble with my mum, and I just didn't want to be around it anymore. I got a flat, and I became pregnant with my daughter. Um, and then I remember this one incident where, because I was experiencing depression after having my daughter, I went through a lot of depression. And so I said to my mum to keep my daughter with her for a little while, just while I got myself together. And my stepdad said something. I can't remember what he said, but it just really like aggravated me, and I got really angry. And I went into the kitchen and picked up the kitchen knife, and I was so wanting to do something to him with it, but my mum said, no, don't do that, stop. And my little girl was there in front of me, and I thought about my mum, and I thought about my daughter, and that's what stopped me. um anyway, you know over the years, it was just always just, I was close to my mum, although there were times when I hated her for a while. And when I say I hated her, I don't mean like full blown hate, but I resented her, because there was times when there was more than one occasion where I told her this was happening, and it was always just brushed under the carpet, as though it wasn't happening, or though as though what I was saying wasn't true or wasn't right. And I was thinking, like, I mean, what reason would I have to lie about that? I mean, all I wanted was to have a father figure in my life. My mum had always been, saying about how my dad left her, and then she started saying about how my real father had put obeah on her. Him and his cousin had, worked obeah on her, and they cast a spell on me. And she'd always, like, it was like a drumming into my head, that I was not cursed, but just saying, oh, the reason why your behavior is like this is because of what your dad did to me, and your dad and his cousin did to me. And I was like, part of me, like, I mean, I don't know, I don't, I've never really understood like witchcraft and how it works, and I kind of just like thought, nah, that can't be right. um so yeah, it was really hard, and it was really challenging. And over the years, going backwards and forwards, like, I was always close to my mum, because I felt like, because I was an only child, um and because of how delicate I was emotionally, because of what had happened to me, um I very much, stuck close to my mum. Although there were times when I said I rebelled and I was angry. There was one time I was so angry with my mum, I hit out or literally slapped her. And I mean, God forgive me, and I asked for God's forgiveness, but I just felt like, why? Like, why would you in my mind, as I got older, I was thinking like, if anyone ever did anything to my child, I would just like, that person would even be alive, much less be around. I just, no, I just couldn't understand that. Like how you could do that. And I was your one child. Like, why would you want to stay with such a person? And the first thing that she had asked me, the time when I first approached her about the abuse, she said, "Him have sex with you?" I said no. I wasn't gonna lie and say that he did, because he didn't. Um, but it was almost like the fact that he hadn't, it kind of, it made it all right, which didn't sit right with me. And I grew up feeling quite angry with my mum, quite resentful, and thinking like, you say that my dad worked obeah and cursed on you, but you've cursed me. How could you marry someone who would do things that were not right to your child, and then you still remain with that man? And even, times when I'd come out of the bathroom with just a towel around myself, you would say to me, a child, not an adult, not a woman, not a teenager, but a child, you say to me, "Go put on your clothes, and what you want to do? You want to take me man?" And I'm like, I just couldn't get that. Like, how she would say that. Um, anyway, yeah, it just wasn't very nice.
One of the questions that the viewers are constantly asking is, why were you okay with allowing your daughter to go where your mom and your stepdad is, knowing what happened to you?
See, my mum, I very much, I think, because of the struggles I had with, um, coping with parenting. Um, I relied very much upon my mum to like help me and to support me. I remember when I was pregnant, I had a difficult pregnancy and I was staying with my mum throughout. I'd always said to my mum, um, that I don't want him to have anything to do with taking care of my daughter. And I said to her, if he does anything, if he as much as touches a hair on her head out of place, I'll not let you see my daughter. But I felt like, in my heart, I felt like that's my mum's grandchild. Like, I would be like depriving her of her grandchild. And then, um, I just, I mean, it was set up in such a way as, even when I would go to work, my mum had retired early, so she would take care of my daughter. I'd finish work, I'd come, collect my daughter, and we'd either go home if it wasn't too late, or I'd stay sometimes. Um, but no, I kind of, I can get why people would ask that question, because that was asked to me, and that's been asked to me so many times. But then the question that I ask myself is like, why didn't my mum get rid of him when he was doing all those things to me? But she didn't. So, like, I guess, as I say, I just, because I knew, I said to my mum, if he does anything to my daughter, to hurt or whatever, I promised my mum she would never be able to have my daughter stay with her. And I mean, it's just difficult. I mean, like, what 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 person would want to keep their grandchild, their grandchild away from their parent? It wouldn't have been fair to my mum, although I obviously, the safety aspect to my daughter. But it's quite weird, because now, all these years later, my 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 daughter actually idolizes my stepdad, to the point where right now, currently, they're looking to buy a house, and looking to buy a house and have him move there with her. He's like 85 now, and suffering with vascular dementia. So he's in the early stages of it.
I have a question for
And
you. I have a question for you. Have you
mhm,
ever, over the years, questioned your daughter and asked her if anything like that ever happened to her? Or even better yet, um, knowing what happened to you, did you prepare your daughter for a world where something like that could happen to her?
I did. I remember always saying to her, I think I started saying it to her when she was about 5 years old. I said, if anybody ever touches you in a way that you're not sure of, you're scared or you feel uncomfortable, you must tell me or tell your dad or tell an adult straight away. And because of because of what had happened with me with my stepfather, I was constantly just watching, just making sure. And I kept reminding my mum, if anything happens to my daughter, she won't see my daughter anymore. And she said he's not going to trouble her anyway. Thank God, to my knowledge, um he's never done that anything to her. Um but unfortunately, she experienced rape, which when I found out what had happened, I it really just was so hard for me because I felt guilty. I felt like if I'd been a different parent, if I hadn't gone through my own struggles, I could have, and I remember she heard for the first time us talking about it just a few weeks ago, and I said to her, I said, like, why didn't you tell me? And she said, you weren't around. You because I've been married a couple of times, and that was I was going through some difficulties in my first marriage, and she was saying, that she didn't want to tell my mum because the person was someone in my mum's church, and it was just, you know, but yeah, it's quite upsetting to see the relationship that she has with my stepfather. She knows what I've been through, and there was a point where she was actually saying that I was lying. My own daughter, this is, because sadly, 7 years ago, my mum passed away, and it was shortly after my mum had died. I spoke to her about it, and she very coldly said, "Oh, that didn't happen, and you've told me this before already." Although now, because another family member who my mum had confided in, an older family member who's passed away now, and she said it in front of my cousin. My cousin said to my daughter, "Listen, I know for a fact that your mum's not lying, because when your mum and our auntie were talking, my auntie said, you know, that your mum was wrong for not believing what had happened." She said, like, why would you lie about such a thing when when nothing like that didn't happen? So it was just like, yeah. But I mean, unstoppable, this abuse, although it wasn't actually sexual, I it had so many um repercussions on my life. I got diagnosed with a personality disorder, which is known as borderline personality, which is um, a mental health condition that you get as a result of being abused or going through trauma. Um, and it's just messed me up. Um, Becoming a Christian helped me to forgive my stepdad, but I just feel like at times I ask, like, God, if you're there, like, how is it that, he, he did that to me, and he ruined my childhood? How is it that my daughter's all around him? How is it that that he's not he's not being punished. But yet it haunts me daily, because as much as I get on with my normal day-to-day life, um I struggle with it. It's not something that you forget or get over, but more something like that you just I suppose learn to live with. But
Let me ask you,
yeah,
was there ever a time when your stepdad ever apologized or ever admit, because he said that he's old now, was there ever a point in time where he said to you, hey, I'm sorry for what I did to you, whether he did it publicly or privately?
never. He's always denied it. I remember there was a point in time where he had a meeting. It was a meeting with me, my pastor, my daughter, and him. And my pastor said to him, Mr. So and so, um, your daughter, your stepdaughter alleges that you abused her, and I've got no reason to disbelieve her, because this is something that was 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 she's confided in me, and I very much believe what she's saying. And he was like, no, no, nothing never went like that. I might have beat her and blah blah blah. And she said to him straight out, like, don't you think that you owe her an apology? And he kind of like was just saying, yeah, 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 but he didn't say sorry, and he's always denied it. There were times when I thought about going to the police about it, but I thought about protecting my mum and protecting my mum's image, and kind of like not wanting to hurt my mum. But yeah,
Okay, so rest in peace to your mother. You said she passed on, right?
yeah,
How about your mom? Did she ever at any point say, hey, I eventually believe what you told me and I'm sorry? Did that ever happen?
she did. She did. She did on numerous occasions. And I remember, I think probably about 15 years before she passed away, she, for about 10 to 15 years, she didn't sleep in the same room as him. And there were times when there would be arguments where he would try to make arguments with me, and my mum would really speak out and go, I know what you did to my Pickney, and don't think that I'm staying in this marriage because I believe you. I believe her. Um, but yeah, I still can't get, and everyone, not everyone, but because I'm not told, a lot of people, but people, are friends that I've confided in, or family members, they've like they can't kind of understand how my mum still remained married to him, knowing, what he'd done to me. So yeah.
Did you what's your relationship like now with him?
Um, Strained. Um, but it's weird, because it's like I have to put on a performance for my daughter, because if I don't get on with him, my daughter won't get on with me, because she's very much for him. Oh, he's an old man, he's blah blah blah, and she's always doing for him and always being there for him. And she always says, when she was growing up, that he was there for her and what have you. And so yeah, I'm kind of like forced to kind of to accept him, which gets me angry at times, because yeah, I mean, I've spent a lot of time being bitter and angry, and just 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 really hating him. But I found that it's not helped me. it's, it's not helped me. So I've just had to just try and live with what's happened and just try to kind of, yeah, just get on with stuff. But it's hard.
Did you ever get any form of counseling or anything like that? Professional help?
Uh yeah, I started seeing a child psychologist when I was about maybe about 10, 11, that sort of age. And then as I got older, um went through psychotherapy, which helped. And I think that, looking back at it, if I'd not had it, maybe things would have been worse for me emotionally and mentally. Um, but I mean, in all the counselling in the world, it doesn't kind of take away from the fact that it's happened, you know. But yeah, I have had counselling. I suppose counselling is like an ongoing thing for me, in the sense that, when things get quite bad for me, I I you know I have to reach out to my GP, who will then, you know intervene and, yeah, help and what have you. There's support there.
Well, first of all, based on something that you said, when you said you at one point you blamed yourself and wishing that you could have stopped it, or you said that you should have stopped it. First of all, you should never blame yourself for what an adult did to you as a child, because it wasn't your fault, and you certainly could have stopped it. You certainly couldn't have stopped it as a child, because at 6, what could you do to stop an adult from abusing you? The only thing that you could have done was what you did. You told the person that you think would have protected you, and that failed. And if that person failed you, then you would have felt as a child, then you have nobody else to turn to, right? You told your mother and that failed, so I could understand why you felt like you had nowhere else to turn to. But definitely,
Mhm.
you should not have blame yourself for that, because it was never your fault and it's still not your fault. All right. Now, this is not to judge you,
Mhm.
but I just only wish that you hadn't, put your daughter um, in the same vicinity of this man, knowing
But
what
what what
happened.
what could I, what should I have done? Because, like, he's not my daughter's grandfather, but my mum was my daughter's grandmother.
Right, but I just feel like to protect your daughter from him, because remember now, mommy did not protect you, you know? So based on the fact that mommy could not protect you, I think you should have done more to say, you know what, I'm not going to subject my daughter to that, my baby to that, right? I do understand that you wanted your daughter to have a relationship with her grandmother. That is all understood. But I think you should have kept your daughter closer to you and let your mom visit you, as opposed to letting the child go around her and this man. I just feel like, but uh, the greatest thing is your daughter said that nothing ever happened, and we do hope that is true. And you, based on the fact that you said she loves him and adores him, I just hope that that is true and he never violated her in any way. You know, I honestly hope that is true. And it is sad to
No, I
hear
don't.
that.
I don't think that he did. I mean, as I say, I because I've read some of the comments, in the comments, that that I shouldn't have allowed him around that monster, was one comment.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, as I say, I loved my mum. I loved my mum, and it would have broken her heart if I'd said to her, you can't see your granddaughter, you can't see your grandchild. That was why I always stipulated, even from before she was born,
Mm-hmm.
to my mum, if anybody ever does anything to hurt my little girl, I would kill them.
Mm-hmm.
But I was, but the situation as it was, obviously my mum's married to this man, and I don't know. I don't know if callers understand, like, what I've heard on some of the things that I've heard on your show,
Mm-hmm.
you do, especially with black parents, it's like a trend where these things happen and they're brushed under the carpet, and it's easy for people to say, oh, you shouldn't have let your child go around him and whatever, but when you're not in the situation yourself, you'll say anything. But for me, I was my mum's only child. That would have broken my mum's heart for me to turn around and say, I'm not going to allow you to see your grandchild. Whilst on the other hand, I appreciate and understand and understood fully that, you know, there was a chance that he could,
Mm-hmm.
have done something to my child. But I had said to him myself on one occasion, if you ever do my pick me anything, if you ever, so
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what else I could have really done any more, because you hear these stories like where people are abused, penetrate full penetrative sex and all the rest of it, and family members know about it and they don't do anything. No one's protected. No one's punished for the crime or what have you. And it's just one of those difficult situations where, like I said, unless you're in it yourself, you can't really like you can't say what you would and what you wouldn't do. So as much as I appreciate that people are saying, they wouldn't have allowed their their child to be around him, you know, I let my daughter know from
Mm-hmm.
an early age, anybody does anything that doesn't feel right, no matter what it is, you just tell me. And she
Right.
knew that. And I made
Right.
sure that I told her and I explained to her in a way that she could understand. I said, like I say to her about strangers, like don't talk to strangers. And I'd say to her, like, not everybody who you think is a nice person may necessarily be a nice person. If someone's saying things to you or doing things that you don't agree with or that you think is anyway suspicious, you need to tell an adult, you need to tell me. And don't feel that if don't feel that if you tell me, I'm not going to listen to you, because I will.
Right.
And throughout my daughter's life, I always protected her. I never um had men living at my home. I had boyfriends, but I was very careful about who I allowed around her, for the simple fact that I never wanted her to go through the experience that I went through.
Right.
And yeah, so yeah, it was difficult.
All right. Let's see what the viewers have to say. Viewers, the phone line is open 876-420-3368. Let's take a few calls and hear what the viewers have to say. What is so you and your daughter have a good real relationship right now?
Um it's it's okay. I say it's okay because, as I said, because of some of the mental health problems that I went through, the trauma that I went through being abused, it impacted on my ability to parent in the best way, and I made mistakes. But she knows that I love her. She knows that I care for her. But I feel like because of what I went through, um, it did impact on my ability to parent as I would have, you know, I would have liked to have parented better, but because of what happened, and the trauma that I went through, um, yeah, it was difficult. I'd say our relationship's getting better. Um, it's not perfectly there, but it's moving in the right direction. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, first of all, let me say I'm sorry to hear that, you went through that. Presently at this very moment, um does it still affect you? Your past?
definitely, yeah. Especially when I was diagnosed with the personality disorder. I went and I um, researched, and I thought, gosh, this is why this happened. This is because as a teenage girl, I was quite promiscuous. I used to do things impulsively. Then on another hand, I had trust issues. I've always had trust issues, trusting people, especially men. So yeah, it's affected me a lot. And yeah, but I'm strong, and I'm not about to let it rule and take control. And I don't want to give my stepfather or anyone else the satisfaction of being able to say that they won. um because yeah, I'm still here, although there's been times when I've felt like I really didn't want to be here. But um
This
no.
question I'm gonna ask you is a very serious question, and I think we all need to know:
Hmm.
do you or have you forgiven him for what he did to you?
That's a difficult question. It's difficult to answer. Like, how do you forgive someone who hasn't admitted that they've done something to you? How do you forgive someone that's not said sorry? um how do you forgive someone who, even though they did what they did to you, whilst your mum was alive, you you made that person feel a way when that person hadn't done anything? You did what you did. You did the wrong to that person, and you just continued as a nothing. And yeah, I'd say that a part of me has to forgive, not for his benefit, but for my own, because I look at it that, I can't allow. They say when you forgive someone, you forgive for yourself, not for the person, because it's for your well being, not for theirs. Because when, as anyone who's been through abuse will be able to tell you, it's a painful experience. And then when you realize, as you get older, and you really kind of like check yourself and think, I really went through that. You feel angry, you feel hurt, you feel betrayed, you just feel awful. So forgiveness is I'd say it's a process. And like, as I say, how do you forgive someone who, hasn't even acknowledged or said sorry to you? If I don't know you personally, but if you said something and you knew it was out of turn, and then you said sorry, I'd find it easy to say, oh, I'll forgive Unstoppable, because he said sorry, he acknowledged that what he said was out of order. So you know I can forgive him. But when someone's not told you sorry, and as constantly, when confronted with what they've done, as persisted to, you know to lie and say it didn't happen, like, it's not easy to forgive someone like that. But hey, I'm trying to put it behind. But I don't think it's something you can ever really get over.
Right.
And I suppose, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna,
I don't know if
as we're about to wrap up, I'm gonna give you the last word to someone that this might have happened to, or someone that, you know, it's probably happening to right now. What would you say to someone that went through this and is probably scared to talk about it?
I'd say go to someone, first of all, who you can trust, and who you can confide in, someone who's not going to judge you, someone that you've known a long time, or that you at least feel safe around sharing intimate details of your life. I'd say that if you feel that you want to press charges against that person, do so. If you don't feel like that, don't feel bad for feeling like that, because that's not necessarily the route that everyone takes. And I think, especially with black people, we just don't, we just let, but back then, because I'm in my 40s now, back then it just like things like that were just allowed to go on, and it was almost like a just a family secret, like that you just try to brush under the carpet. But yeah, but I'd say to anyone going through this, I'd say seek professional help as well, because it just doesn't just happen to affect you emotionally or physically, but mentally as well. It can mess with your meds, because you go through all sorts of emotions, blaming yourself, feeling like a freak, because that's another thing. You feel like you're almost not normal. You don't fit in. You just feel like this person that is horrible. That's why that person would want to do something like that to you, because you're not a nice person. So yeah, I'd say don't blame yourself. Get as much help and support as you can, and try to think about yourself and making sure that you get the right help to move forward and move ahead with your future. Because the sad thing about abuse is that it does mess people up, and a lot of people deal with it in different ways. Some people turn to drugs, some people get into trouble with the law, some people become aggressive. It can affect you in a number of different ways, because abuse is cruelty. And when somebody's being cruel to you, you quite often you end up being cruel to others or cruel to yourself. So yeah, just get help, and don't be ashamed, because you're not alone. There are a lot of people that have been through this and still go through it. And yes, you just gotta just try to find a way out. I often look back, and if I could have done things differently, I would have, you know, left my stepfather's house, well, my mum's house, a long time ago. But it just wasn't that easy. It wasn't that easy.
Carl, I want to commend you once again for having the courage to share this situation with us tonight. I know it was not easy, you know, but I want to commend you for it. Um,
Thank
you
you.
you definitely, like I said, you should not blame yourself. All right, it's not easy knowing that happened, and it's something that you will never forget. You know, you will never ever forget it. But like you said, you're strong. You know, and I applaud you for that. All right. Thank you so much for reaching out and
Thank you.
sharing this with us. And I'm quite sure that your story tonight is empowering somebody else out there that needed to hear you share. All right.
I hope so.
Thank you. Have a
And thank
blessed
you for
night.
allowing me the opportunity to share my story.
Certainly. All right. Thank you so much and have a blessed night. All right.
Yeah, you too. Bye bye.
Unstoppable family. Boy, may I tell you, you see, like I said, we know these things are happening. We know so them thing yeah are going. Even right now as we speak, these things are happening. But that is why, we have to shine the light upon it and let everybody know that it's happening, so that if a parent, is here right now listening, it make you a little bit wiser after hearing all these, horrible stories that's shared on this platform. It make you a little bit wiser, so that when your child comes to you and say, "Mommy, this is happening to me," or "Daddy, this is happening to me," you do not have to doubt it, because you know that these things are happening. All right. So that is why this platform is here as well, so that people can educate someone how to be better parents. Because there is no way a mother should put a man over their child. No way at all. You understand? If my daughter comes to me and said, "Daddy, someone did this, I'm not going to say, "Are you sure?" No, I'm not. I am not going to say, "Are you sure?" May I tell you no? Family, it's a serious thing, and that's why we have to battle it in whichever way we can, and that's what we are here for, to battle this thing. All right, and help as much people as we can to get over things like this what happened to them. You understand? And a lot of people go through it over the years and still holding it and keeping secret. You know, a lot of people went through this and them lost it somewhere in the back of their memory so that they don't have to think about it because they are ashamed by it. But I'm here to tell you that it's nothing to be ashamed of, because you are not to be blamed. Plain and simple. Now, before I wrap the show up, viewers, I want to add someone to the call tonight, to tonight's program. On Friday night, last Friday night, you would have seen me come on live and I was venting about a situation pertaining to one of the guests that was on this show. She watched that program and she spoke to several of the persons involved in what was done and what happened. And tonight she is here. She is on the phone line waiting right now for me to introduce her. And she wants to give a public apology for what she did. This is not to embarrass her, so let me put that clear. She's not here to apologize for me to embarrass her or to bring any negative energy to her, but she just wants to own up what she did and issue a public apology. All right? So, good night, caller. How are you?
Good night.
All right. I basically don't have to say nothing else. I'm just going to give you the opportunity to speak so that everyone could hear you. Go ahead.
Good night, everyone. I must first say my deepest apologies to Mr. Unstoppable. I came on his program last year. My story, true to life. My bills were exorbitantly high, and as a result, my situation turned me into a monster. I have gained family, close friends from the program, which I do appreciate. I would never want to hurt anybody. It wasn't intentional. I just really want to apologize tonight to the family of Unstoppable Family. I do truly and sincerely apologize for my actions. To all the hardworking persons who took the time out to support and help me throughout everything. I am truly sorry. I do apologize, and I hope you could find it in your hearts to forgive me. This is not me. I was just in a situation where I couldn't help myself. And again, I do appreciate everyone that stood by me throughout everything that I went through, all the support, the love. I'm ashamed of my actions, but I do hope, and I apologize again sincerely from my heart, that you will find it in your hearts to forgive me. Thank you.
All right. I honestly do wish the best for you, you know. You know, I told you earlier that I want the best for you. I wish that whatever you were going through and whatever you are going through, I hope that everything works out. Um, Majority of the persons that felt betrayed by you have forgiven you. You know, they forgive you for what you did, and this is all they requested of you, just to apologize publicly. All right. Some of them said that they totally understand your situation, and you know you just got carried away. All right. So
Yes.
I do wish the best for you. All right.
Thank you.
And I know
And
I know it take a lot for you to actually come and apologize, but you know, I want you to actually use this as a learning experience and try to turn your life around. All right.
yes, and I will.
All right. Anything else you want to say
Thank you.
before you go?
There's a lot of people out there that really need the help, so I don't want my action to stop the Unstoppable family from helping others. I know it's going to be hard right now because of my action, but I do hope you would not do that, because there's a lot of people who really need help.
All right. Have a good night, okay? And take care of yourself.
Okay, bye.
All right. All right, family. So we have come to the end of tonight's program, and it was a touching one tonight. You know, as expected, it was a touching one. As she said just now, that she hopes that her actions doesn't cause me to not help persons anymore who may be in need. Unfortunately, I've already made that decision, and I will not go back on it. I will no longer, like I stated before on Friday, that I will no longer not ever bring anybody on this program seeking any kind of financial assistance. All right, that ship has sailed. My decision has been made, and it's sealed right there. All right. I do know that there are persons out there that needs help. You know, I do know that persons out there struggling and need some real assistance, and you know, we try to help where we can, but I'm definitely not going to be the person to put my viewers subject my viewers to things like that anymore. All right. So with that one, it just over. All right. So remember now, like I said, however, though, this platform is a platform where people can share their experiences, things that they went through, things that they're going through, things that are burden them, you know, things that they on them shoulder and them just want to get it off, and know that, you know, you're not going to be judged, you know, you're not going to be ridiculed, you're not going to be laughed at. You know, this is that platform where that can happen. You know, a lot of people go through things in their life and they bottle it up inside and can't talk about it. And that is the reason why this platform was created, for you to be able to, you know, talk to somebody without having that fear of, I wonder if that person here are going to judge me based on what I said, or I wonder if this person is going to laugh at me based on what I say. And I know a lot of people in fear of, you know, sharing their story and having their voices recognized. But what I can say is this: sharing your story doesn't only motivate you and uplift you and build you even a little bit stronger, because talking about it is good enough. But what it also does is it helps another person to get past what they are going through if your story is similar to theirs. And I must remind you of the caller that shared, I think this was sometime last week, where she shared a success story about her daughter, you know, where her daughter's father wanted her to have an abortion and she didn't. that story has touched so many persons that several persons reached out to me based on that caller's story, and said, Unstoppable, I'm glad I heard this story because I'm going through something similar. And that story is helping me to cope. So that is the power of you sharing. You can use your story to help someone. You can help your story. You can use your story to help someone. And also empower yourself as well by talking about it, because that is where it is. Once you talk about it and able to talk about it, that is a step to get over the things that you go through. We're at the end of the program right now, and you know what that means. Once you reach the end of the program, it simply means a time for the Unstoppable officials start marching out. And then show off, you see them start march out already. To them have them big badge beside them name. Anyhow, if you know you have not gotten your badge yet, you need to sign up and get your badge. Become an Unstoppable official, alright? And what that means is you have your badge beside your name and you stand out different. Your name is no longer gray, but your name is green. Alright, so you stand out in every way. Not only is your name green, but you have a badge beside your name. And you have multiple different levels of badges. You have VIP, you have super VIP, you have extreme VIP, you have all different type of VIPs over here. Alright, so Unstoppable officials start marching out right now. And I must remind you as well, if you're not check out the merch store yet, you don't need to go over to the merch store and check out some Unstoppable merch, because we have all kind of merch over there on the store. Alright, big up to all of the people who already went over and got their Unstoppable merch. Much support to the platform. Thank you so much, it's always appreciated. Alright, now Unstoppable officials start marching out right now, and marching out is none other than Raisa Unstoppable rocking a super VIP. We got none other than Michelle Robinson Unstoppable rocking a golden VIP. And we have Tappers in the building. Tappers is rocking a super VIP. Joy Blackwood is here. Joy Blackwood is rocking a extreme VIP upon her name as well. Roseanne Unstoppable is in the building. Roseanne Unstoppable is rocking a super VIP. We got none other than Darlene Walter Riley rocking a extreme VIP badge. We got who else in the building rocking them badge. We got Oral Blake in the building rocking his badge beside his name as well. We got the Stush one, aka Stush Pumpkin, rocking a badge beside her name, and it's a super VIP badge. We got Da Diva in the building. Da Diva is rocking a super VIP badge as well. And I must also say, that Da Diva was on my case for the longest era. Unstoppable, why is it my badge not change? Look how long me stuck on that one badge here. No, Da Diva is at super VIP, so big up yourself, Da Diva. We got Maximar in the building. Maximar is rocking a super VIP as well. Alright, we got Mina Unstoppable, and Mina is rocking her badge as well. Derek C. Williams is rocking a badge beside his name as well. And Camille Beckford is rocking the golden VIP badge. Zenobia Henry is a loyalist. Zenobia has been around forever. Big up yourself, Zenobia, rocking a extreme VIP badge as well. Scarlet Knight is rocking a super VIP. Alright, who else? Kissy Unstoppable, aka Kizzy Unstoppable, is rocking a extreme VIP too. We got B.I. Strong, aka Tony Tough in the building, rocking a super VIP. Kemisha Unstoppable is in the building, and Kemisha is rocking a golden VIP. We got Sylvia Unstoppable in the building, rocking a super VIP as well. I know say Ansia wanted to get her badge the other day, but boy, I don't know what going on with Ansia badge, boy. Ansia, you have to go try again, but big up yourself same way, you're official no matter what. Alright, Lady Margaret is in the building, rocking a golden, a super VIP. Put respect on Lady Margaret name, Unstoppable. What you do? Alright, we got Natasha Moore in the building, rocking a extreme VIP. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I want to know, say Natasha also have a merch store where you can check out too. Natasha, so I guess next show, Natasha, you can drop the link because it was unprepared tonight. So Wednesday night, Natasha, I'm giving you permission to drop your merch store link in the chat so that the people them can go check out the merch store over there as well. Because I know me alone need the support, you know. You know, we have to all support one another. You understand? Unstoppable got the merch store. Check out Unstoppable merch store. Natasha have our merch store. Check out Natasha merch store. And everybody else who have them merch store, you don't know, we have to support one another. So that is how it is. All right. I want to say thank you to the persons who have contributed so far. All right. Jai, I would guess you would probably have to, you know, I mean, I know. We have to go look into that one there, Jai. I don't know, you know, honestly, I don't know how it works. If she's in Jamaica, we talk about it, Jai. We talk about it. All right. Zenobia said, me nah go nowhere, you know, Unstoppable. Of course. Big up yourself, man. All right. Did I miss anybody with them badge? Who me miss? I hope me not miss now. Listen me, Lilika, Lilika, don't get on my bad side tonight, Lilika. Do not get on my bad side tonight. Me and you have problem, you know. Dog. Somebody tell Lilika Unstoppable that I call her name. Somebody please tell Lilika Unstoppable that I call her name. Tell her not get on my bad side. Sure. Alright, definitely we cannot forget Janine Unstoppable. You know, she will always and forever be a part of the Unstoppable family. Negrita, of course, I did not mention Negrita rocking our Super VIP. And also Keisha Highly Blessed rolling out with a Super VIP. A lie, Negrita have our Extreme VIP badge. Put respect on Negrita name, boy. Alright, Crackers in the building rocking a Extreme VIP seat there. Crackers, they bought long time, you know. Watch there. Extreme Crackers are rock. You see it? All right. Who else? Dr. Mia, cho. Oh, Mia no love me, man. Why Mia no leave me alone? Cho. Anyway, people, big up to Dr. Mia in the building. All right. So, let me see though. Now, man, listen. Cho. Can't understand how to get my badge. All right. Sweet Cookie. It is very simple. In order to get your badge, all you need to do is go to the home page of the channel, right? Once you go to the home page of the channel, there will be the word join beside the subscribe button in blue. All right? Once you click the word join, it will then take you to the page where you can sign up and get your badge. All right? It is that simple. Or what I will do right now, let me get the link and I will just drop it in the comments and see who wants to sign up. If you want to sign up, just click the link. Just bear with me for a quick second. Let me go grab the link there. Go grab the link. So who want to sign up can sign up. All right. Go grab the link. So who want to sign up can sign up. All right, members. Okay. Let me get it now. Because remember, you know, people, having your badge allows you to stand out. You understand? You stand out different from everybody. You stand out different from everybody. You understand? You had a little squab. All right, Troy Brown, thank you so much for that super chat. It is appreciated. And also, Sweet Cookie, thank you for the super chat. And Oral Blake, thank you so much for the super chat. And also, Lisa K always sending a cash up. She may not be in the comment section, you know, but Lisa K, now forget the show at night time. So big up to Lisa K for that cash up contribution. All right, there is the link that I just posted in the comment section. Just click the link and it will take you to the page where you sign up. Paulette, good night to you. Paulette Harris Unstoppable rocking a Super VIP badge beside her name. I see somebody when I miss a while ago. Okay, Violet Simpson is rocking a badge as well. Big up to Violet. Let me see who else I miss. All right, let me see. Miss No Name. What a name. Big up to Miss No Name. What a name, Miss No Name. Welcome to the platform, anyhow, Miss No Name. All right, so there is the link, family. Just click that link right there if you want to sign up. Let me give you, it's now 10:24. I'm going to give whoever wants to sign up 6 more minutes. So at 10:30, I'm going to officially end the live. So I'm going to give whoever wants to sign up and get their badge some time. I'm going to give you 6 minutes. So there is the link again. I'm posting in the chat. So all you have to do is click it and just sign up, and then your name will pop up and say XYZ is now an official in the chat, and make we welcome you and warm you up and big you up and thing. All right, where is Jewel in the kitchen? Is she still here? Is Jewel in the kitchen still here? Where is Jewel in the kitchen? Looking for the young lady called Jewel in the kitchen. Denzel, big up yourself. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, where is Jewel in the kitchen? Looking for the young lady called Jewel in the kitchen. All right, there is the link again, people. Click the link. Once you click the link, it should get you to the page where you can sign up to become an official. All right, now people, you mentioned the name, the Jewel in the kitchen. All right, so she is the newest, well, I wouldn't say the newest member to the Unstoppable family, because I would not know who the newest member is, to be honest. But Jewel is new to the Unstoppable family, so I want to give her a warm welcome. She has started to support this platform, and she is here supporting the platform consistently. So let's show her some real support and give her a real welcome tonight. By the way, you see there, she's sending a super chat. Thank you so much, Jewel. Didn't expect that, but thank you. All right, so that right there is Jewel in the kitchen. Now, Unstoppable family, Derek just drop our link. What I want you to do, you know what we do it already. We support people who support we. So what I want you to do right now is click her link and go on over to her page and subscribe to her for me right now, and make sure that real Unstoppable support. All right, so click Jewel in the kitchen's link for me and go on over to her channel and subscribe for her for me. At least make sure you get at least one couple of uno tonight. All right, so let me go over to Jewel page myself and go see where our subscriber count there, so we can, you know, see how much uno actually went over and subscribed to Jewel in the kitchen. All right, so at this present moment, Jewel is at 2,470 something. Right? Jewel, me can't see the actual figure, so you have to go tell me. It's 2,400 and how much? All right, Trevor. People, me give Trevor a warm welcome. Big up to Trevor Grant. See it there? Trevor Grant sign up and get his official badge beside him name. Big up to Trevor. Come everybody. Give Trevor a warm welcome to the official Unstoppable family. Lyra Lopez in the building. Big up yourself, Lyra. Lyra is rocking a super VIP badge. Teacher P, big up yourself. Come everybody, give Trevor Grant a warm welcome to the Unstoppable official family right there. Trevor just get him badge. Or you mean Trevor, big up yourself. All right, then that's what I'm talking about. Let's see who else is going to sign up and get them badge. Let me drop the link one more time so that if you want your badge, just click that link right there and sign up. All right, Sweet Cookie, I saw your message. We'll try to figure it out after the show. All right, Sweet Cookie? Yeah, man. All right, so just click that link right there and you will be able to sign up and get your badge. So big up to Trevor, the first one. All right, so Jewel says that she has 71. So it's 2,000. Well, I'm going to go back. 2,471. Let's get Jewel in the kitchen to 2,490 tonight. We can do it. We have over 200 on the left on the stream. Let's get her to 2,490 tonight. We can do it. We can do it, right, family? So the minute you subscribe to Jewel, just comment in the comment section and make we know. Now listen, Jewel, let me tell you how we do it over here, so. All right, she have 2,000. No, man, we can't say 500. That would be running out. We only have 200 people left to listen. 2,471. 2,490. We're not asking much tonight. Let's go. So, the minute you, Jewel, let me tell you how it go now. Jewel. All right, somebody said 2,100. All right, then. Let's push it to 100. So, let's get her to 2,500 then. Yeah, let's do it. We can do it. We can do it. Let's get her to 2,500. I feel like we can do it. So, Jewel, how it works is the minute somebody say them subscribe, Jewel, you have to acknowledge the person who subscribed by name and say thank you. And you have to do it fast and acknowledge every one of them as soon as them say I subscribed. Alright? This is how we do it, Jewel. So here we go. Here we go. The minute you subscribe, family, click the link. Derek, drop the link again for me. The minute you subscribe, family, just come back and say I subscribed to Jewel. And Jewel, you have to tell them thank you right away. And you have to write them name. Everybody individually when you're saying thanks. Alright, here we go. So let's go. The number still not changed from 7 yet. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. The minute you subscribe to Jewel, say, alright, B.I. Strong say I subscribed. Alright, so we're looking for Jewel. Alright, Shelly the Boss subscribe. Big up to Shelly the Boss. Alright, let's go. Alright, Desreen says she subscribed. So, Jules, I'm looking for see. I say thank you to all of them people here, you know. Alright, so John Wick, my general, big up yourself. John Wick subscribe. Boy, me not think Jules can do it, you know. Sandra 2020, big up. Sandra says I subscribed. Alright, boy, Jules, how you gonna keep up with all of them people here? Watch that. Danique says I subscribe. Dr. Mia says, oi, she done get 30 in a second. Jewel done reach 2,480. We can't get her the 500 then. She done get the 30 where she did want. When me did ask for. So let's get her the 500. See there? Kemisha says I subscribe. Jules. I'll know me not see Jules are coming with the thank you. Them, you know, Jules too slow. Alright, then Valerie says I subscribe. Thank you, Valerie. Paulette says I did subscribe to Jules. Alright then. Roseanne said it. Alright then. Let's go. Derek, continue dropping the link there, Derek. Thank you. So that them can click the link and go over and get Jules to 2,500. Alright. She's now at 2,480. She was at 2,471. So let's get her up. And where me get my maths from? G's and P's, hear me? 2,471. She now reached 2,480. Where me get my maths from, people? Alright, Zenobia said she subscribed. So Zenobia, thank you so much. Let's go, family. We can get her to 2,500. Come. 20 more she want. 20 more she want. Alright, Jules is trying to keep up with the thank yous. Alright, then Stush Pumpkin say I subscribed. We're looking. Mina Unstoppable says I subscribed. Joy Blackwood says I subscribed. Alright then. Colleen Hamilton, big up yourself, you know. Alright then. Alright, Denzel says, alright, Denzel subscribe, Negrita subscribe. Hold on them, man. The number supposed to reach far. Jules, at the same time, tell me where the subscription reached. Because I can't see, I only can see 248. I can't see exactly how much it is. So tell me to Jules. Alright then, Michelle Robinson in the building. Big up Michelle. Michelle says, I subscribed. Boy, Jules can't keep up. She a try, but she can't keep up. Jules have to go multitask on that one, yeah. But it a go hard. Alright then. PJ says I subscribed. Big up to PJ. Alright then. Jules, let me know where the number there. How close are you to 500? I'll know me not see Jules say thanks to Jai, you know. Hold on there. Me I look to Jai, me I look feet. Me I look. Oh, she said thanks to Jai Blackwood. Okay then. Alright, good. Alright, looking. Let's go. We want to get Jules to 5. Alright, she's at 85. We can do this easy, man. We can do this easy then. She's at 2,485. Oral Blake says I just subscribed. So big up to Oral. Alright then. We can get her the rest. Easy. She's at 2,485. We want to get her to 2,500. Alright, we can do this, family. Let's do it. Let's show Jewel that real unstoppable love. Make we show Jewel always support people who support Unstoppable. And guess what? We not talk about just supporting her by subscribing. No, we are talking about when she actually go live, go over there, go watch her live. When she posts a video, go over there and leave a comment in the comment section and check out her video. That's the kind of real support we give people who support Unstoppable. Alright, so see that she's at 2,485 last time she gave a number. Alright, so we're trying to get her to 2,500. Alright, Sweet Cookie says I subscribed. Alright, Sharon Campbell says I subscribed. Felix says I subscribe. Lisa says she subscribed. See there? Jesus, peace. The amount of people are subscribed to Jules. We can do it, you know. We can get Jules to 500, you know. Me know we can do it in a family. Unstoppable. Oh, no, we can do it, though. We can get Jules to 2,500 tonight. Jules, give me an update. Give me an update, Jules. Give me an update. Give me an update. Make we know where it there. Make we know where the number there right now, Jules. Last time you tell me there are 2,485. Make we know where it there. Me still not see it reach 90. Oh, it reached 90. Why? It reached 90. Come, we can do it, family. Let's go. How much more you need to reach 500, Jules? Make we know. Make we know. Make we know. Make we know. Hey, and that's why I rate the Unstoppable family. You know, yes, when time we say we are support, we show real support. Anytime, well, Oral say when she coming on, but Oral, remember once you subscribe and you turn on the notification, you know, once she go live, you're going to get alerted. All right? So that's the thing too. Make sure you want to subscribe and turn on the notifications. All right? Why? She's at, no man, you're there 90 now, Jules. I'm seeing 90 per my end. Check again, Jules. Check again, because I'm seeing 2,490 per my end. All right? So it have to be 90 something. Check again, Jules. Teacher P, you already subscribed to Jewel in the Kitchen. We are sure the real Unstoppable support to the people. See Scarlett Knight, you come rolling out. Scarlett say, yo, Jewel, me subscribe, you know. Oh, I'm to you. Big up to Scarlett. All right, make we see who else I go subscribe to Jewel. Let's go. We can do it, Unstoppable family. Sweet Cookie Grant say, I subscribed. Big up to Sweet Cookie. All right, then. Make we see who else I go over there go show Jewel the real Unstoppable support in the night here. All right, then. Shakira in the building. Big up to Shakira. Shakira says, I subscribed. Boy, Jewel fingers must have hurt her, you know. Lord, me can't answer to all of them people there, you know. Why Unstoppable put me on the spot like this? All right, she says it's at 90 right now. So we need 10 more. Unstoppable family, we need 10 more uno for click Jewel link. Derek, my brother, drop Jewel link again one more time and let's get her that last 10 people where she need. All right, to get her to me a problem, you know. Yeah, but 10 more is all we need. 10 more. Come on, Unstoppable family, we can do it. 10 more. 10 more is all we need, and we can get Jewel in the Kitchen to 2,500 subscribers tonight. We certainly can do it. All right, we're going to show her that real Unstoppable support in the night, yeah. All right, 10 more. Una have me a sweater weight on the last 10. Whee. All right, Lyra Lopez says, I subscribe. Big up to Lyra. All right, Lady Margaret says, I subscribed already. Big up to Lady Margaret. Who else subscribed to Jewel? Who else subscribe? Me not see Teresa say I subscribe. But Teresa there. Or me not see Teresa come out hot and say I subscribe. That is not like Teresa, you know. Me check and see. Me know Teresa no drop asleep, you know. That's not like Teresa. Me check, me scroll back up and see. Me scroll back up and see if Teresa did say I subscribe. Because one thing with Teresa no drop asleep. Oh, she there, you see it there? Oh, me not see Teresa say, I subscribe to Juliet. Because Teresa support everybody, you know. Teresa support everybody. All right, 4,090, 490. Jules, give us an update. Make we know if we want 3 or 5 or 4 or 6 or make we know. Make we know. So Derek, drop the link there again. If you have not clicked the link, all right, did long time. Big up yourself, Teresa. If you have not clicked that link, click the link right now what Derek C. Williams drop. Go over to Jules in the Kitchen and subscribe to her channel for the Unstoppable family. And we are going to show her that real support that she deserves. Because she's supporting the Unstoppable family. She's here with us and she's giving us that support. Keisha Highly Blessed jump in and says, I subscribe. Big up to Keisha Highly Blessed with the long name. Keisha Highly Blessed Unstoppable. What a name long. I feel like after I call Keisha name, I have to drink some water. I'm breathless. Keisha. Where that diva there? No man, all that time when I say I really too. No man, una hurt my feelings now. Really too alone. Fancy reach 90, only 2 more me get. No man. We can do better than that, family. Come on, man. We can do better than that. The earphone here get too tight for me ears, you know. It has started to hurt me ears now. Teacher P, you already subscribed to Jules. Well, I think so. I think you already subscribed to Jules. I think Teacher P already subscribed to Jules. All right, then Donald Spencer says I subscribed. Big up to Donald Spencer. All right, then bless up Donald. Thank you so much for supporting Jules. All right, is there anybody else who is going to go over and make we reach the 500 pan Jules channels night here? We need to reach the 500. Me they are longer than I was supposed to be because me I try to get to the 500. All right, then Celia, big up yourself. Celia Bunny says I subscribed. Big up Celia. All right, then we can make it, you know. We can make it. We can do it, family. We can get her to 500 tonight. Tonight. We can get her to 500. Let's go. Couple more to go. The minute you click the link that Derek dropped and subscribe, just come back and comment in the comment section and say, I subscribed. That is all we are asking of you in the night here. All right? The minute you click the link that Derek drop the link again for me, my brother, so that them can click the link and go over to Jules. All right, Jules, make we know. Give you an update. Please not tell we say we're still there 92. Because whole heap of people say I subscribed a while ago. We should be at least 96 right now. We should be at least 2,496 right now, Jules. Let me know if I'm wrong or I'm right. Or you have more than 96. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, man, Colleen, big up yourself, you know. One thing with we have to support people who support we. You know? We can't just take the support alone and not dish out the support back to, you know, people, especially young creators who need that strength. All right, she's at 95. 5 more people. We can do it. 5 more. 5 more is all we need to get Jules to hit 2,500 subscribers. Let's go. 5 more. We can do it. We can do it. Let's go. 5 more. We must have 5 people out of the 200 who leave on the channel and listen to me right now when I subscribe yet. We must have 5 people who not hit the subscribe button yet. We can click it right now so that me can go my yard go sleep. Who know I'm going to go sleep? Just give me 5 more. Oi, she reach. Well, them man. As soon as me say she reach, it gone back to 4 to. Oh, she reach again. She reach. You know, say somebody subscribe and unsubscribe in such a split second. You know that? Boy, what makes some people stay some man? The minute me say somebody she reach, somebody click unsubscribe. But big up to the person who click back the subscribe button and get it back to 500. So big up to everybody who went over and supported Jewel. Alright, and is going to continuously support Jewel in this mission where she depend right now on YouTube. Alright, Jewel, give me the complete number right now that you are seeing. I'm seeing 2,500, you know, but I'm quite sure you probably have at least 1 or 2 extra. Jewel, give us the exact number that you have right now, Jewel. Big up to everybody who went over and showed Jewel that support tonight. Alright? Jewel, give me the number right now where you have. Make we know if you have 1 extra than 2,500 hour. Make we know. And this is what we call real family. You know, this is what we call real family. When we not just look on it and say, sure, she want like a small YouTuber or him want like a small YouTuber, so we not support him. No. We call it family because we support everybody. It no matter whether it's a giant on YouTube or whether it's a small YouTuber. No one, Julia, your number wrong. You're seeing 98, I'm seeing 25. So you're seeing something wrong on your end, Jewel. I'm seeing 2,500. So your end must not update yet, Jewel. Jewel says she's seeing 2,498. I'm seeing 2,500. And that be I say me, I tell you. You know, but thank you all for showing Jewel that love. And, you know, make sure you say the next time when you see Jewel go live, when you jump in at the comment section and show on her face, make sure she can say, yo, this is a unstoppable family, a check-in. You understand? So when she go live again, just jump in and say, Jewel, big up. Unstoppable Army they are represent. So she can big on up and welcome on. See? Big up on herself. Alright. Jules says she is in her studio and she is seeing 98. But it's reflecting 500 on my end, Jules. So I'm guessing you have 500. Your studio probably just not updated yet. Alright. So big up to everybody who went over and showed Jewel Unstoppable some love. Alright. Unstoppable family, my time here is long overdue. I come go about my business right now. But before I leave, remember me have to always say this. If you have an experience that you want to share, this is the platform to share it. It is very easy to share your experience or your story, as you want to call it. All you have to do is send me a WhatsApp message to 876-420-3368. And all the message has to say is Unstoppable. I have a story I want to share. It is that simple. It is that simple. Just send that message and we're good. I will reach out to you and we plan the date from there. Alright? It is that easy. Alright? I want to big up all of my moderators, them, all of the people them were in a blue, big up on yourself, all out on me love on like cook food. Alright? Bless up on yourself, Unstoppable family, and I will see you all Wednesday night for another epic showdown. And remember, Friday night is going to be game night. Yes, Friday night is going to be game night. Where Princess Sherry, big up yourself in a Princess Sherry, and also Mummy, big up yourself, Mummy, Irie daughter, much love to you. Me not see Dwayne, me have to go reach out to Dwayne and find out how I go on with him. Him never there Sunday night, me not see Dwayne Sunday night, and me not remember seeing Dwayne Friday night neither. That is not like Dwayne, so me have to go reach out to Dwayne and find out how I go on. Alright, big up on yourself, family. Me I come go my yard right now, take a nice cold shower. Me not even turn on the hot water or the warm water. Me I take a nice cold shower because it's kind of hot. Relax myself, find a nice movie to watch, and go my bed. Me gone.
Feel the music, 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 move your waistline, move your shoulders.